Used to be that when you talked about lifting weights, you automatically thought of guys out there working up a sweat. Yes, muscle definition. Then women got involved in it, and now they tone themselves up using weights. You know what the latest is? Kids are pumping up too.
Well, there used to be a time when kids would just have fun goofing around with dad's weights. But today, kids who lift take their training very seriously.
We have about 500 pounds here that Chris is easily pressing with his legs. This is light for Chris. Chris can do between 800 and 1,000 pounds on any given day. That's incredible for an 11-year-old.
Ken Sprague and his son Chris are the Mario and Michael Andretti of the weight room. But instead of turning laps, this father and son team from Eugene is turning weight training for kids into the latest fitness trend.
One more. It's very easy to get a child hooked on weight training because it has immediate rewards. They get stronger, they feel better. And by getting hooked, they start watching their diet. That in turn can lead to a lifetime of fitness and health.
20 years ago, Ken owned and operated the now world-famous Gold's Gym in Venice Beach, California. So Chris's interest in weight training didn't come as a big surprise.
More surprising was the fact that he stuck to it. Good.
Chris began training 2 years ago because, like most kids, he loves sports and sports heroes.
I usually watch the WWF on Saturdays, the World Wrestling Federation, and I see Hulk Hogan and all of those guys. They look pretty big and strong, and they're doing things that I might want to do someday. So I decided, well, I guess they weight train. So I asked my dad if I could come along, and said he'd check it out for me. And turned out I liked it.
Well, he started getting stronger and stronger, and those weights looked heavier and heavier, and I was scared.
And like any concerned parent, Ken had questions. Is this safe? Is Chris too young? Is he doing too much? Well, Ken answered these questions in a book he recently co-wrote with Chris, Weight and Strength Training for Kids and Teenagers. But the subject still gets heavy criticism from skeptics.
Well, the first thing the public says is the carryover of the decades-old myth that weight training isn't safe for children. But with a little information, they quickly find that not only is weight training safe for children, but it's a benefit to children, building stronger, healthier bodies.
Last year, Chris became the Junior Olympics National Shot Put Champion, a title he credits to hours and energy spent in the gym.
I noticed in about 3.5 months, my strength had doubled, and I was really glad about that. And when I was throwing the shot, it went maybe twice as far.
It's unquestionably helped his physical performance in athletics. Okay, throw. And he's very confident about himself. He used to be a little shy. He's not so anymore. Good throw.
Building biceps and triceps is one thing, but by weight training together, Ken and Chris Sprague are also building a solid father-son relationship.
It's brought us closer together. At the gym, we can talk about things that we don't usually talk about at home. And we just have a great time together training.
I'd like to see Chris when he gets older.
Buffed, is that what they say?
Buffed.
Is that the term? When Ken owned the original Gold's Gym at Venice Beach, he paid an unknown weightlifter $50 to pose for one of his promotional posters. Suppose you can guess who the weightlifter was.
None other than...
You're right, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator. Can you imagine getting Arnold to pose for $50 these days?
Never happen.
Not likely, no.
If you'd like to get a hold of the book, Weight and Strength Training for Kids and Teenagers, you can pick it up at B. Dalton and Walden bookstores. If you'd like to know any more about the book or anything about the story, just give our Good Evening Hotline a call. The number is 226-5031.
Please do, and on a rainy night like